Napa.
Africa is calling, and Botswana is ready. Come to Botswana and unwind. Come to Botswana and explore the beauty of our country. When the dust settles, we will be waiting to receive you. Come explore, experience, and enjoy. Botswana, our pride, your destination.
We're live from the capital, Gaborone. I am Khomotso Mapane. This is BTV News at 9 o'clock. Let's take a look at the headlines.
Realizing the role that cottage industry.
The President, Dr. Mokgweetsi Masisi, has called on Botswana to create cottage industries to bolster economic growth. Heavy rains have caused flooding in some villages in the southern region. And in sports, the Township Rollers and Matebele FC played to a 1-0 draw in a Botswana Premier League encounter. Interpreting in sign language is Buinelo Ntole. Good evening. President Dr. Mokgweetsi Masisi has called on Botswana to create and invest in cottage industries in order to expand the manufacturing space in the country. Addressing members of the Botswana Democratic Party at Charles Hill on Sunday, he revealed that Cabinet will meet in the immediate future to consider setting up operational guidelines for the implementation of the business model. Angela Inosa with more.
Realizing the role that cottage industries play in a country by being a source of income, especially in rural areas where jobs are scarce, government is considering supporting this venture. In an engagement with some members of the BDP in Charles Hill, President Masisi shared that it is time such homegrown initiatives are supported through proper policies.
More speaking and the we must be allowed to develop cottage industries. Butcher. Again. If you're not rate Habuliano, it's gonna go agreeable whole Nena Mustaring. Again, Computer Tagase, Uzia Frigi, Uzia building, Mihako Burawa, where what Tajokumatabilu, what Tatuja. Isn't we cover like a domulusu? What's the answer? Go to the cost of doing business. It have a good task. The cost of meat, a good task. Who eats a ganama? Look, it's maybe to Ione. Look, we back and for a catis. What they want, Nama.
Apart from supporting cottage industries, he shared that the citrus plant in Silver Pigwim has received additional funding to expand the plant.
22 tons. What is the lemons? They came. Hadi he take it deep emole hati. Kahu queen. Lego non. Lego talama tute. Matute ato mozana. Il legis na ueta ku bua gore le tsola le bira go iranyana. Ke meeting wa body ya banka ngwe tona ya di mama tole madi. O tsena e ba mpolela ha o wela gore ba dumetse gore the rest of the farm. But private sector money, 300 million. But more than we have money foreign exchange. Raba Ketis. Barakameti, Baduela Corporacia Madinar is now the richest corporate. 1 million pula gangwa. Il rent in the hair. Let's say 18 years. Let's say receive. Il timu ya bilwe. Didn't see a cat in Kabuntia. So Batswana tsansi ka yone go ra hirisa masimo a lona. E ka se ka nna 1 million e tla nna sengwe ha nkene le hea.
The president also revealed that the import restriction on importation of horticultural produce has resulted in an increased output from just 10% to over 71%, proof that Botswana are very much capable of producing their own food and substantially reducing the import bill. Angela Nosa, BTV News, Charles Hill.
Still in Charles Hill, President Dr. Mokgweetsi Masisi says the Botswana Democratic Party will intensify its recruitment drive as he believes numbers are what is needed for the party to win the Charles Hill constituency in the upcoming general elections. President Masisi was speaking at the Western Region Star Rally yesterday. He is adamant that the various projects being implemented by the government endears the party to the public. Angela Enosa continues.
As days go by leading to the forthcoming October general elections, parties have hit the ground running to recruit new members, as members are the determining factor for party victory. The Botswana Democratic Party is eyeing the Charles Hill constituency and having recruited over 500 new members at the Charles Hill rally. The party is optimistic that a win is imminent.
Le tsumana la dom grag le dimetseng bololang batho ba batla dom graga ka gore dom graga e betlile e tlhalositse ena le tse leng gore ya di dira
re tshepisa tabutona gore ha re bopaganye re tshwaraganye ra go busa Charles Hill in nangwe ya dikgaolo tse leng gore e boela mo Western Region rotle di tsotle dikgaolo tsa rona di etelwa pele ke dom krag re ka be re fila ka re buisantse re dumalane ka bongo ba pelo gore re santse re batla gore re etelle pele ai ja
re bantsi re apere si dom kraga bangwe ba apere si dom kraga me pelo tsa bone di se ha di le go la gongwe a re dire gore lotlhe ba re leng ha gompieno ba re reditse mahoko a builweng ke tautona a ra segegeleng tsebe a ra direng gore a tsene mo dipelong tsa rona tomokoraga yo e nne wa rona.
The various initiatives which are being introduced by BDP government are said to be what endears the party to Botswana.
Re ipapatsa ka lenaneo la ditsela, re ipapatsa ka lenaneo la metsi, re ipapatsa ka lenaneo la internet la smart boards, re ipapatsa ka lenaneo la go ira melemo a dikgomo re rekisa go sele, re ipapatsa ka dipotso tsa America, re ipapatsa ka citrus, re ipapatsa ka chema go rileng ra ipapatsa mananeo a re ira gore batho ba rate, re ithatisa batho ka go ba direla, re batla gore mo sebakeng se rileng e be go sena Motswana ope o sa itseng go irisa maranyane a le hauhau
go setse bangwe ba go gela dikgang go sele ba bua gore lenaneo lena ke la go reka ditlhopho mme ke batla go tlhomamisa sengwe gore ha le dirwa go le tshwantshitswe le mananeo a mangwe a dirileng bontle thata mo mahatsing a mangwe e se mo Afrika hela e ko Kenya ba lenaneo le ba litsang Hustlers Fund le le itebagantseng le bone batho ba informal sector kana ba dikgwebo tse se kwadisiwang.
On other new developments, the president revealed that 170 services, including registration of vehicles, application of Mangan passports, will be availed online before October. Angela Nosa, BTV News, Charles Hill.
The construction of Goita water treatment plant is expected to commence soon. The project coordinator assigned by Water Utilities Corporation, Mr. Mutshidi Mosweu, informed residents of Goita in a Khotla meeting that a local contractor, GKT, has been handed the site and are tying over a few technicalities on the design and drawings of the plan. The project is expected to be completed in February 2025.
Nerabona ra kontraka alo one yona tega yona re bolela ka ena ta dirang ka teng metsi a gore enne metsi a manate ya di 24 tsa January re ne ra tara mo supegetsa lehelo re mo ra re ra kana mma o tla bo berekela mo Gweta mahelo a yang go berekela mo gone ke ya mme re tsia re ta bon re ga re tswa ha re bo re la togelela ke metsi a thothilweng thata mo go tseneletseng mo re go bitsang ka sekgware reverse osmosis ke gore ra thatswa gore ra gamola re bo ba ra gamola gape go bo go sala go na le metsi a phepa go no kuma direlong a rona gape re tabo re na le matlo a mabedi a bodiredi jwa rona ga re batle gore rage maharthata a metsi e we re morago be re batho ba te ba tswa ko kana ba tsoge go bonata kana ba tsoge go bo maung ba te go nna ba le thusa kwano.
Heavy rains in different areas in the southern part of the country have caused flooding in areas such as Mokgobane and Oze. The heavy floods forced the Ministry of Education to close Mojadife Primary School, which has learners from Mokgobane in its enrollment. BTV News reporter Ongutile Tamaga visited some affected areas.
Metia, molapo wa rona o motona mabridge ke ona long gore a ko tlase e long gore re nna bo metsana bo rai mo di hutsaneng le mo bathong mabridge a le go tsholediwa a yo go godimo ke gona mo elo re ka hema seemo sa metsi a ka kwa
le banni ba motso mo wa Mojadifika a ba kgona gore ba ye ditirong ka gore ba theogela bontsi ba bona ka kwa le ba bona ba kgona go ka kwa ke ka ela gore go diragala ka te ga dipula se di nana ka bokete
molapo o tletse ga gona ka go ka hetwa mme se se molemo ke gona gore mo go khwa sekele ga nne ka na re mo mphekeleng a tsana hano pela ba bona seemo a itlhale bana ba eme ka kwano a ba tsa tshetswa ka mogolano gore a busitse bana ka kwa mme ke semo seno gore re se lebeletse gore ha se tla se tokagala e be re ka kgona gore re ka buisana ra bona gore re ka dira jang ga go sireletse gore ka khrosa gore ka mola ka moso bana ba ka boela go sekolo re
se sengwe gape se dira se re kgona go tsamaya le motso wa Mokgobane re tswa le mo gore go na le dijarata tse di amegileng tse le gore di tseneletswe ke metsi tse dingwe a tsene mo dijarateng a mangwe a tsene mo mantung mme re setse re ntse di-team tsa rona tsa assessment gore ba te go lebelela gore seemo se ntse jang ba mo fielding e tare ga ba hetsa bo ba re neela seemo ka botalo gore se ntse jang
ke nako yaanong gore tota re kgone go nna ga batse re kile ra tla kwano kgwedi tse nne tse thano tse di ko morago re tla go ira assessment gore tota go ka dirwa ya mme go itemogetse hela gore tota borogo bo batla gore bo ise go godimo bo bulege bo tshwanele metsi sente gore a kgone go heta ka gore re le council marobanyana ya ka ne re ntse re hilwe budget ya constituency fund re lemogile gore tsela re simolole ka ko sekolong re pheile go itlhela gone ga borogombo with the hope ya gore ga re tsena gone ga yaanong re tla kopa dithuso ko gormente gore tota re bone gore re ka emeletse bridge ka tsela e ntseng ya re ise ko godimo.
Research has proven that childhood traumas are one of the major causes of most mental health illnesses. This was confirmed by mental health expert Mr. Kingdom Kebaitsi, who says marriages seem to bear the most brunt as they continue to get high numbers of couples coming forward for counseling. He made the remarks at a trauma counseling seminar organized by Peu Resources International. Khorata Moranyani reports.
Mr. Kebaitsi says research has proven that childhood trauma has a strong bearing on mental health in adulthood. Therefore, it is one of the areas that needs to be given due attention. This gathering therefore provided a platform for addressing mental health-related issues such as trauma, stress, and anxiety.
A lot of issues that are connected to childhood traumas. Generally, people, they go through stuff when they're young. And we have seen that in relationships and marriages, relationships at work, relationships in the home, these childhood traumas are playing themselves out between people. They don't know what they're fighting. As people, it looks like we're fighting each other. But what is really playing out between us is traumas that are playing themselves out.
A seminare ma e inspire le ke gone gore ra le mo ga gone gore Batswana ba imetswe ya ka re bui ba imetswe ke dikgang tse di ama maikutlo a bone tse di ama ditlhaloganyo tsa bone because of dio tse di iragalang ha re tswa mo holiday nye re tswa mo gone re bone kotsi e gapile matshelo a batho ba le bantsi batho bao ke batsadi ba mongwe ke bokgaitsadi ya mongwe dio tse re na le go di tlhokomolosa mme di ama maikutlo ana re ipolela gore time will heal mme ana o itlhelela gore nako ga e ho di sesepe until re tsa tshwetso ya gone gore we want to back into the journey of healing and transformation ke gone mo bona re ile sengwe sa go tshwana le go thusa Batswana mongwe le mongwe. It's open to everyone. Tlo re buile ka dealing with trauma go re di go ntho tse di tsere na le tsone mo maikutlong ka lebaka la dio tse di iragetseng ka tswa le go latlhegela ke motsadi divorce e ka tswa le bolwetsi kana go faila ko sekolong re buile gape ka stress and anxiety ke dikgang tse ile gore le tsone re tsaya le tsatsi re na re bitsa re stressela mme re sa itse senta gore me to the core stress king anxiety king re buile gape re tlo bua gape ka pain, dealing with pain, because there are so many things that causes us pain and re tswala re tlhokomologa re kharameletsa ka tlase ga bolao. After 10 years ke tsone dio tse di re sa faceang e be le gore nna e ka re go baditswe ke go mone go iragala nako mme re sa re go madiwa ke go mo go iragatseng 20 years ago.
Availing mental health services to the public has been cited as crucial to dispelling myths and getting rid of stigma around mental health.
I decided what the seminar holds. Well, from what I heard, it's actually good. It's actually interesting, and I found some key items that I needed to use myself. Some of the things that I deal with personally.
Mr. Gebaiti says that it's high time mental health is treated like any other health issue because most of the time people tend to shy away from opening up and getting help out of fear of discrimination and stigma. Khorata Moranyani, BTV News, Gaborone.
The Department of Broadcasting Services has launched the Botswana Audience Measurement Survey, BAMS, as a way to measure and get insights on viewership and listenership in order to create quality and relevant content for the audience. The mass media complex hosted this historic event in the broadcasting space in Botswana. Ingemali Moyo reports.
The Botswana Audience Measurement Survey initiative marks the beginning of a new era for broadcasters and experienced local contractors, Venture Bliss, and partnership with Nielsen, an international contractor, have been roped in to carry out this exercise.
We need to know who watches us. We need to know what people are doing when they are watching us. This is a comprehensive survey that will assist our decision making. We've been battling for so many years in trying to come up with decisions on what people like and what people don't like. What can we put on air at what time?
The importance of ICT statistics, ladies and gentlemen, in an economy cannot be overemphasized. Let me take this opportunity to applaud the Department of Broadcasting Services for producing the first ever BAMS. Ladies and gentlemen, the BAMS collects ICT-related data amongst other data.
Contractors assigned to conduct the survey says the job entails two important phases that should be followed in order to receive information on the viewership and listening of the radio and television audience in order to meet up to their required standards.
In the second quarter of this year, we're going to release the more granular data in terms of the diaries that we are conducting. So the establishment survey, we interviewed 2,000 respondents nationally, face-to-face. The second part of the surveys are those diaries, the television and radio diaries. 3,000 respondents. We are going to be releasing the data every 6 months after quarter two.
You need to know everything about your consumers. At Nielsen, we call it a 360-degree view. But that's what you need to do. The stations need to do it, the brands need to do it. Every single thing about them tells tells you about them.
The presentation of the survey results is expected to greatly benefit the marketing, advertising, production and printing businesses, as well as the creative industry on how to go about with their content creation. Inge Malimoyo, BTV News, Gaborone.
Young people could draw a lot of inspiration from Miss World Africa Lesego Chombo's tenacity during her time in competition for the world title. This was echoed by speakers who showered her with praises during her homecoming welcome event in Maung. Marangane Samakata reports.
Maung residents staged a well-deserved welcome celebration for one of their own, Miss World Africa title holder, Lesego Chombo, who was equally thrilled to finally stand on the soil where it all began. Miss Chombo was born and raised here in the region in Shorobe village, about 30 kilometers northwest of Maung, and rose to achieve all what she set her eyes on, proving that where one grows up should not be seen as a disadvantage, but with the right support system and ambitions, everything is possible.
We saw that determination. We saw that commitment.
Most of us could learn from the spirit of resilience that was displayed here. Most people have a desire to follow their dreams, but get discouraged at the first encounter of challenges. You are a versatile young girl, intelligent, knowledgeable, patient, well-mannered, dignified and beautiful. Most importantly, you have profound faith in the Lord. Residents praised Ms. Chombo for the sterling job that she did on the world stage, calling for all to support her. You are our star, setting a good example to others. We are proud of the work you did in India.
Made Botswana proud. She has made the continent proud. She has made even those Baba outside Africa proud. So o tlhoka gore re mo emeng nokeng re mo supporteng. Ke na le ratela ditsi mme ke dumela gore batho ba mangwe ba na le gaisang.
I have immense love for you all, but I believe you love me more. I thank you for your support. Miss Chombo's success is attributed to the support that she received from her parents, and it is hoped that this is exemplary of what a nurturing home could do for any child. Maranyane Samakata, BTV News, Maung.
Molepolela District Commissioner Ms. Tebogo Bagopi says an account has been opened with FNB Botswana to receive money donated by the community to assist the bereaved families of the 45 members of the St. Engenas ZCC Church who lost their lives in the tragic Mamatlakala Mukopane bus accident. She revealed this during an interview with BTV News in Molepolole recently. Lizzie Klaas with the details.
The bus accident, which claimed lives of 45 St. Engenas pilgrims from Botswana en route to Moria, Limpopo a few weeks ago, is said to have affected 39 families. The magnitude of the tragedy that befell these families calls for compassion and sympathy from government, individuals and private companies alike. It is for this reason that the Office of the District Commissioner in Kweneng has found it worth to come up with a strategy to source aid for these affected families by opening an account at First National Bank Botswana, specifically for the disaster that has befell Bakwena.
Account day ireletse gona gore yo na le sepesa se tshwereng ile madi o ka tsenya madi mo teng. Account e mo branching jone je mo Molepolole when our branch code ya teng ke 282267. Account number ra yone ke 622 622 638 15395. Ina le Swift code le yone ha o romela go mo le kwa ntle ga Botswana ka re se ra mogetse dikopo go tswa as bo Canada and mahatsa a mangwe a Batswana ba ba ipopileng go ka thusa. Swift code ya teng ke FIR NBWGX. So ke yone e leng gore ha o tshwere sepe peninyane e o e setseng thebenyane e o e setseng no ka tswa ile bokae kana bokae thuso ga nke nna nyenyane mme o bona gore go ka eletsa gore nka eletsa gore ke thuse mo serong se se rwetseng o ka latlhela mo gone.
Some good Samaritans who have heeded government's call to companies and individuals to join forces with it and lend a helping hand to the affected families have been appreciated for the noble gesture, especially during these trying times.
How can the solitude ke mo tsane ra itse gore go tlhokana le eng go tlhokana le dijo so santle go tlhokana le dimelora kana di-toiletries ka sekgowa go tlhokana le dilo tse di harologaneng tse di dirisiwa tsa mo lapeng.
For the meantime, memorial services will be held in Molepolole at St. Ignace Church pending the completion of investigations and arrangements for the burial. Hence, government employees are nominated to be in charge of receiving donations from different entities. Lizzie Klaas, BTV News, Molepolole.
Residents of Jwaneng and employees of Naledi Mining Services have taken up a 12-week exercise program dubbed the Naledi Biggest Loser Challenge in an effort to keep fit and stay healthy. Ms. Ntabise Musi of the Naledi Mining Services says the challenge is aimed at improving the physical and mental health of residents and workers. Tato Ranna.
Exercising and physical activity in the workplace is important as it promotes good health and well-being of employees. Regular exercises and fitness have proven to be efficient in prevention of non-communicable diseases such as heart disease, stroke, and diabetes.
Botswana is hard hit with NCDs, and Naledi has a lot of young people. And what we know is that health and productivity go hand in hand. So if you have a healthy workforce, it means they'll be productive, they'll be happy, hence the wellness program. We have our partners, the wellness department. So what we do is that at the end of every 4 weeks, we go on the scale, we check the fat content, we check the water content, and we say, how have you done?
This initiative really, it's quite a good initiative because it's encouraging. Normally I don't run weekends, but this initiative helps me to run at weekends. We normally just do it during the week. But with an initiative like this, you can actually come up because it's motivating to have a lot of people run with you. And yeah, it's just to keep him fit and also fun. It's actually very fun to run. There's a feeling of accomplishment, how you hit your 10 kilometers. At the end, you feel like, I did it.
Promoting good health and safety among employees is testament to the employer's commitment to protect and boost the health and well-being of their staff, motivating them to work harder and ultimately lead to increased productivity in the workplace.
It's not just because we want to lose weight. We're doing this because we love our workforce and we want them to be healthy. We want them to be well. You know, our CEO, BK always talks about how if you don't make time for your wellness, if you don't make time for your health, you are definitely going to be forced to make time for your illness. So that's why we're doing this. Because that's where we spend most of our time.
Naledi Mining Services encourages other companies to be proactive by promoting healthy habits and providing training to employees for improved health and wellness. Tato Ranna, BTV News, Jwaneng.
It is now time for sports with Liza Usekeng. Liza?
Tumela, Mama Pine, how are you? Hi, okay, fine. Hi, Komuzo. I didn't think you were going to do that.
Please proceed, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Komuzo. Good evening. I am Liza Osekeng with your world of sport. And in our first story this evening, Police 6 ladies and men's teams are champions of the UB Open Volleyball Tournament that was held at University of Botswana Indoor Sports Center over the weekend. Police ladies defeated UB ladies 3-0 in the ladies finals, while Police 6 men were crowned champions after dominating Kutlwano by 3 sets 2-0. Katleho Khakole has the report.
Police ladies took control of the early exchanges, dictating terms in the first half and easily won it 25-12. The SSG camp ladies continued to dominate UB ladies in the second set and claimed it 25-15. UB ladies tried to regroup in the third set with the hope of coming back into the game, but Police held firm and won that set 25-14 to win the game with an overall scoreline of 3 sets to 0.
Re tshameka go supala gore re tshameka re trainer le mmogo mme bontsi wa sebaka ga iso re trainer le mmogo re na le dikgwetlo se leng gore re na le bana ba sekolo mo teng ba bangwe ga ba kgone go trainer mo le team ba bangwe jaaka ke bua yana they just came on Friday
le ka go aga team re le ka gore re kopanye experience nyana le ba bantšha ba ba leng teng slowly but surely re taya ko Samkile le Police 3-0, but the girls showed a good fight. It
was a tough battle between Police 6 and Kutlwano in the men's finals, as Police 6 managed a narrow 25-21 win in the first set. In the second set, Kutlwano turned the tables as they took control of the set to take a 15-point lead. Police, however, managed to come back and seal that set 25-22. As Kutlwano was hopeful for a comeback in the third set, Police capitalized on their weak service and blocking errors to win the set 25-23 and were crowned the champions after an overall win of 3 sets to 0.
We played well. We prepared well. Normally, volleyball on normal basis, teaming will get 14 plus. We have so many injuries. That's why we're not directly 10. The other one is away on
for you to gauge your players is through some form of competition, through maybe playing these friendly games, through tournaments. So it's a plus to us because it's a team that we are preparing for Zone 6.
The UB Open Volleyball Tournament, which was organized by UB Volleyball Club, attracted 8 men's volleyball teams, being UB Volleyball Club, Blockbusters, Gaborone IHS, Kutlwano, Police 6, Muchudi Legends, Kalavango, and Prison 6, while UB Volleyball Club, Spiking Stars, Kutlwano, and Police 6 competed in the ladies category. Katlaho, Khakole, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
And now switching codes, Tafik Football Club played to a 1-1 draw with Soa Flamingos in the Botswana Premier League match played at Francistown Council Stadium over the weekend. Garabo Sibili has the report.
Machimengenga, who went into the encounter after registering another draw with BDF 11 during their midweek encounter, took the lead on the 21st minute of the first half through Unkabetse Makhantai. Just 2 minutes before the halftime break, Samuel Makoro leveled the matters for Soa Flamingos. After the break, both teams tried to search for the winning goal, but their finishing let them down. The game ended at 1 apiece.
But 50-50, anybody could win it. But if you look at it, how level the technical aspect, almost similar way, because all of us never emphasize the more win play.
Coming into this game, we said to ourselves, we are just 6 points away from Tafik, which is who are occupying top 4. And then we said the worst result is to draw with them. But we came here wanting to get 3 points at all costs. But I might say, first and foremost, what a game of football. I think the people that came here today, they got excited.
Tafik's 8 draw from 21 outings leaves them at position 4 of the Botswana Premier League log standings with 32 points, while Bafana Baletsi's second successive draw after a goalless draw with Township Rollers kept them at position 7 with 26 points. Karabo Sibili, BTV Sport, Francistown.
And finally, Township Rollers played to a 1-1 draw with Matebele FC in a Week 21 encounter of the Botswana Premier League played yesterday at the National Stadium. Hobona Onesi Heidi and Tlamelo Muntsusi compiled this report.
Matebele, who went into this encounter having lost 2 consecutive Premier League matches, took an early lead through their forward Thaba Maponda on the 11th minute. The goal shook up the Blues a bit as they quickly found their footing and started piling pressure on the visitors' goalpost area. Their efforts paid off as Captain Moshagalo leveled the matters minutes before the halftime break. After recess, both teams started firing from all angles, searching for the winning goal, only to be let down by their poor finishing tactics. During the referee's optional time, Kukanzu striker Maponda had a breakthrough, forcing Kabelo Dambe to make a harsh foul, which resulted in the keeper being given a straight red card. The Blues midfielder Sohalame Boy took charge of the goal post as Rollers had used all their substitutions. Mumpuluki Samachacha stepped up to take the free kick, and Boy made a great save to keep the scoreline at a 1-1 draw after regulation time.
We thought we were going to win. You know, sometimes when you are to win, you don't need to score a beautiful goal. You just need to score. You just need to score regardless. But we are missing. And I think when you miss goals at this time of the season, when you are playing some few games to finish, it's not good enough. Winning or drawing a game that we are supposed to lose, it shows another character. We will find it if it's meant for us.
I cannot say anything and criticize my players in any way for the manner in which they fought. Although I think we switched off for a moment there and we considered the equalizer. But on the balance of play, I think we deserved a little bit more from the game. But I also think that at the end of the day, it would have been unfair to Rollers that I also think gave their all. So I take the point, and I said to my players at halftime, I said, if we cannot win the game, we should not also lose the game, because we're coming. You must remember, we're coming from 2 consecutive losses, something that has never happened in our stint here in the Premier League, and it needs a lot of soul searching and digging and reflection on the team. And today their character was tested and they came out with flying colours. And I hope and pray that we can just take this momentum and take it into the next game.
Popa's draw leaves them still occupying the second spot with 48 points, while Kukanzus are at 9th slot with 25 points. Khobanone Sehedi, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
Well, and that is it for sport this evening. Khomozo Mapane is standing by to give us a reminder of our top stories.
Thank you so much, Liza. How was your leave?
Well, same old, boring.
So you took leave for an
Just
entire week for it to be boring?
Nothing, yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Liza. Until we meet again tomorrow, have yourself a fantastic evening, ma'am.
Likewise, mates.
That was Liza Osegeng giving us the latest in sports. Let's take a final look at stories leading the way this evening. President Dr. Mokgweetsi Masisi has called on Botswana to create cottage industries to bolster economic growth. Heavy rains have caused flooding in some villages in the southern region. Township Rollers and Matebele FC played to a 1-1 draw in a Botswana Premier League encounter. That's all we had for you in our news bulletin this evening. BTV News, Iganyarona, hashtag BW Mindset Change. Up next is the weather update.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's weather forecast brought to you by Lydia. Let's take a look at the rainfall amount recorded this morning. Sunnyside Agric Research 120 millimeters, Sohoma Primary School 100 millimeters, Panamatanga Metrical Station 76 millimeters, Kaikia Primary School 74 millimeters, Susum Primary School 60 millimeters, Samani Primary School 50 millimeters, Naipen Wildlife Camp 43 millimeters. Lorwana Primary School 42 millimeters, Mokolodi Primary School 40 millimeters, Good Hope Range 36 millimeters, Leaders International School 31 millimeters, Lobatse Police 30 millimeters, Gaborone Village Meteorologist Headquarters 26 millimeters. Nkwani Memorial School 24 millimeters, Tamaga Police 23 millimeters, Saralkhato Primary School 22 millimeters, Mogodisane Khotla, Bora Junior Secondary School and Pudhuru Primary School recorded 20 millimeters each. Kama International Airport 18 millimeters, BB74 Farm 15 millimeters, Letsabe Primary School 14 millimeters, Lishibitsa Primary School and Konya Primary School recorded 11 millimeters each. Mararan Primary School 8 millimeters. Other areas recorded less than 8 millimeters. Looking at the current satellite images, clouds are visible over most parts of the country except Kalahari district, which is currently showing clear skies. Tomorrow, expecting cloudy conditions becoming partly cloudy over south and southeast Gauteng, Kwena, southern central and northeast. Northern central, Chobe, Ngamiland and Khansi district expecting cloudy conditions. All over Kalahari district expecting patches of clouds with possibility of scattered thunderstorms over southeast Gauteng, Kwena, central, Chobe, Ngamiland. Khansi and southern we're expecting isolated thunder showers. In the morning, we're expecting cold temperatures over southern Khansi and Kalahari districts with 10 degrees Celsius over most areas. Northern Khansi and southern districts, we're expecting mild temperatures ranging between 14 and 15 degrees Celsius. Southeast Gauteng, Kwena and southern central, we're expecting warm temperatures between 16 and 19 degrees Celsius. Also expecting hot temperatures ranging between 20 and 21 degrees Celsius. In the afternoon, expecting mild temperatures over Kalahari, southern southeast Gauteng, Kwena, southern central and northeast ranging between 23 and 26 degrees Celsius. Also expecting warm temperatures ranging between 27 and 29 degrees Celsius. Now the forecast for Wednesday and Thursday over southern southeast Gauteng and Kwena, expecting patches of clouds on Wednesday, while on Thursday expecting partly cloudy conditions with mild temperatures in the afternoons. Khansi and Kalahari district, we're expecting patches of clouds over Khansi district on Wednesday, while on Thursday we're expecting, on Wednesday we're expecting patches of clouds with warm temperatures in the afternoons. Kalahari district, we're expecting patches of clouds on Wednesday, while on Thursday we're expecting clear skies with mild temperatures in the afternoons. Chobe and Ngamiland district, we're expecting isolated thunderstorms over Ngamiland on Wednesday, on Thursday, we're expecting partly cloudy conditions with mild temperatures. On Wednesday, while on Thursday, we're expecting warm temperatures. Chobe district, we're expecting isolated thunderstorms on both Wednesday and Thursday with mild temperatures. On Wednesday, on Thursday, we're expecting warm temperatures. Central and northeast, we're expecting patches of clouds. On Wednesday, on Thursday, we're expecting partly cloudy conditions with warm temperatures over northeast and northern central on both Wednesday and Thursday. While over southern central, we're expecting mild temperatures in the afternoons. That's the weather forecast. Good night.
Childhood trauma is cited as one of the contributing factors of GBV. Trauma counselor Mr. Kingdom Kebaitsi joined Botswana Connect to shed light on the causes of trauma and its relation to GBV.
Trauma is any event that causes like